I'm ready to defend myself. Always gotta make sure you get that skill shot. Super important. Save a bad ball from being a disgusting ball. Not sure really what the ideal strategy is in Medieval Madness. I think maybe it depends on kind of what your opponent does. And I always think it's good to go after the castles, obviously. Sometimes the kick out from the castle can be pretty mean. And then other times it can be real soft and you can just live catch like this. And if you can do that and not miss your shots, that's a recipe for success. No register. Missed the shot. I also think it's a good idea if you can to try to collect some of those locks. My game has a little issue where the damsel little metal ball guide diverter doesn't pop up all the time. So like right now, it's stuck in the down position. So every time I shoot the damsel, it goes all the way to the pops, which actually it's advantageous for me. We're already on 2 castles? Holy macaronis. I've got this game set on some odd rule sets. I set it based on the virtual game. That was from Shoot. I didn't mean to shoot that. I was trying to save it.
Well, let's see what we've got here.
Anyway, I took these settings that I have going on in this game and I copied them from Pinball Arcade because I'd been playing so much Pinball Arcade at the time, and there weren't any Medieval Madness, live real copies near me. So that was the only Medieval Madness outlet that I had at the time. Sharp bait. Oof. And I wanted to set my machine up when I eventually bought this so that I could kind of challenge my virtual scores against my real scores on this machine, even though it's very, very generous. Oh my gosh, I was late. Very generous compared to a live game. Let's see here. I'd like to light my trolls. I'd like to get my damsel. And I did neither of those things. Oh, that was dangerous. I really would prefer not to start my... Alright, so we got trolls going. I'd like to not start that multi-ball until I can get my damsel going. I need 2 more damsel shots. Shoot again! Here's what we do before we shoot. This is delicious. Double dry hopped Imperial IPA from Odell's Brewing Company. Welcome to Denver, Colorado. Oh, my diverter popped up for my damsel. That's nice. My pop bumpers are especially, oh, good lord, are especially generous, I feel like. They'll not only keep the ball kind of going a bunch, I wanted to trap up there, keep the ball going in there, but they will also, dang it, there it is. There it is not. Oof. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I'm so happy nobody's watching. Oh, I missed the skill shot. Alright, Jason. This is ridiculous. I've now wasted half a game trying to make the damn cell shot, and it's just not working out. Oh, alright, at least we got our super jets going. Get some free points. And we get no pops. No pops. There it is. Now we're ready to roll. This is always the best strategy. So you want to get all of your Joust, Catapult, Peasant, Damsel lined up. Ideally with Trolls lit. And then you want to make the shot, man. So then that basically gives you... I said you got to make the shot. Fudge, sickle. That basically... This is going to give you 2 back-to-back multi-balls. If you hadn't completely pulled out it like I did. So what we're going to try to do is get our Damsel, Peasant, Catapult multi-ball going. With Trolls started. And then we want to complete Trolls. Oh, I missed. Which will start multi-ball again. There you go. And that is the strategy that you want to go for. Because not only will it restart the multi-ball once you finish Trolls here, it'll also restart the ball save, so it's pretty humongous. And everything is super jackpots. Well, except for the Trolls right now until we kill all of those dudes. Super duper duper duper. Also remember, it's good to hit the Trolls off the cheeks. Hit them off their chubby cheeks. Oh my Lord in heaven. Now I gotta make sure I finish him. Oh my God. This is what happens when you're talking too much shit. Well, I finished it, but not fast enough. Oh, now we got double bonus here. Bang! Nice. That was worth 3 million points. So even though we blew our multi-ball apart, we got 3 million. There's 4 million. Or, well, see, here's where I changed the rules, too, to make it like the game in the app. I gave you an extra ball at 28 million instead of what? Replay. Which is what it's supposed to be by default. You know, whatevs. It's a home game. It's fun. I cannot believe how poorly we played that multi-ball. I mean, couldn't really been done any worse. That's alright. We're still not playing it. I was going to say we're not playing an awful game, but now we are. So here's what we can do. We can play Royal Madness here. You got Royal Madness lit. Oh, here we go for another. Oh, we got to get this right this time. Quick chicken. You always want to make sure you double flip on the animal or whatever ammunition before the one that you actually want to get as your reward. So if it's, well, no, I don't know I don't know what order they're in, but rawr, see, my diverter is down again. It hasn't popped back up. I'm not sure how to fix that. Actually, that's not true. I can fix it. I just haven't looked into it at all. All right. Let's see. Let's get our Royal Madness here. Let's see if we can't get that extra ball, because we needs it. We needs it. Give me the ball. Give it to me. cannot get hold of this thing. Guess I should just let it dead bounce instead of trying to live catch it. Ah, and there I wait for the backhand. Alright, here we go. Ah, too late. No backhand there. We'll get there eventually. Or we'll die, one of the two. There it is. Little madness. Alright, so we gotta get this because we need this extra ball real bad. Oh, look at that, the twofer. Alright, slow down, make some shots. You know it, baby. My skill is limited, but sometimes it is impressive. Oh, a little early. You can also skip any one of these shots or all the shots just by going and hitting the super jackpot. If you have if you got that shot dialed in, man, just go over it over and over again. It's like a random award. Oh fuck, it's sickle. But I feel like it's not a great game. But I feel like it usually gives you the hardest shot. So like it'll give you the catapult and then the damsel maybe? Oh, nice. What a way to start the game. You know, this was the first game I ever had. I ever got. I bought this in 2017 from Game Exchange, new in the box. And since then, oh my god. Since then I've had like 10 pinball machines. It started the bug. But I've always kept this one. You know, this is the lady that used to stay home with. Ah. Oh, come on. Alright. I always get really afraid when I have just one of the modes going or lit. Because, man, I despise the 2-ball multi-ball. I just feel like I've wasted everything that this game has to offer. Of course, the other alternative is the fact that I usually suck at multi-balls. And so the strategy of blowing your multi-ball and then just trying to stage all of these together so you can get the castle reward, the hurry up. I mean, that's not a bad strategy either, which I probably prefer. I shouldn't have done that. I fired a little early. But we got 3 of them. Got a little gift. I do like to have my trolls going, just to help out a little. Super jackpot. I love you too, man. You know, Duke, I have a little bourbon sitting on the side here. Oh my gosh. I think I might have a little Duke of bourbon after this ball's done. It's actually a Duke of bourbon. He's sharing his cup with his friends. Oh, nice. Now we got things going here. It's always good to have... It's always good to have the super jets going. 25,000 points per bumper, per pop bumper. Oh, now I can't, of course, hit the orbits. Nope. Oh, I got super jackpot. He's aiming for the orbits. Oh, Lord. I'm glad we caught that live. Maybe I need a little Duke of Bourbon. Ugh, that was disappointing. We could have done much better. There, see how my game's like kind of a little generous with the pop bumpers. Sometimes if you time it right, you can get 3 or 4x on your bonus by just paying attention. Oh, you may also notice that my tilt ball set a little light, which really comes to haunt me when it comes time for playing on site somewhere or in a tournament. Your boy tilts. And I'm not like mad at the machine, it's just I'm used to like giving mine a lot. And something I really probably should fix. But yeah. Oh boy. Da 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 da. So I've got a new game that I'm waiting to arrive. Hot Doggin', which is a 1980 Bally wide body. Extra ball. What was that? Oh, another extra ball. Having my friend who I'm buying it from is doing the rubbers and the lights and all that good stuff, getting the nice warm GI that kind of mimics the original incandescence, which is pretty slick. And all new rubbers. And then what I really want to do is learn how to do some touch-up paint. It's got a little bit of wear in the play cabinet, or not the cabinet. It's got a little wear in the play field. But it's like just in this well here, and then a little bit on like the ball track, like where it comes out. It's mostly like all blue. It's like one color. Oh, you double flipping bad player. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna learn how to paint. That was ball 3, I think, right? Ugh. I'm not playing so well tonight. It's weird, the last probably 6 or 7 times that I've streamed, they've all been my new games. Like Jurassic Park or Batman or Alice Cooper. Ugh. I gotta slow down here. So I've been kind of like, jeez. I have been not really paying too much attention to Medieval Madness recently. The super skill shot. There it is. Oh my god. You know, I want to show off with the super skill shot, and what do? You blow the super skill shot. Alright, Merlin. Let's see what we can do here. We are going to go castles all day. Maybe we'll even hit our target. See, that's what I really need to practice more, is that right there. A little dead flipping, but maybe not. You know, whatever. Wow, what a big score on ball 1. Look at the big win on that. Royale with cheese. I have no idea why I just thought of that. Pretty sure we said we were going to do castles all day. Unfortunately, ball one was... we need to have some sort of a Duke of Bourbon drinking game. Save for the fact that I just destroyed his castle. And so now that drinking game would be effectively over for the rest of the game. Because you know we're not getting to Royal or King of Pain tonight. I'm not feeling King of Pain tonight. The game's feeling a little mean. It's not feeling kind. I don't feel like the game and I have a good synergy this evening. My right flipper feels like a little funky. Oh, look at that. I got an awarded a lock. Look at the big brain on Brad. Trolls are lit. Extra ball is lit. I will. Mwah. So maybe this is the better strategy, since we've been kind of playing multi-ball poorly. We will go dance cheek to cheek with... So the main strategy with trolls is to aim it off of the cheek. So here's what we do. Here's what we want to do. We want to hit it off of his right cheek into the saucer. Because even if you fail, the ball's going to be a little safer than if you just try to hit him dead in the nose. And then vice versa, you want to hit him on his left, well, his right cheek, but our stage left cheek. And bounce it, you want to bounce it into the castle there. And that'll give you, either one of those will give you a troll bomb. Free for one troll kill. Per start button pushed. Oh, jeez. Well, give us another madness. Joust, still alright. At least we get 3 balls. Is that what she said? Super jackpot! Wait, aren't trolls super jackpots? I was under the impression that there would be... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did you just rub my lamp? Was that not just the shortest multi-ball of all time? We are just not having a good time with the multi-balls this evening. One of the things is that I've, well, there you go. One of the things is the game is not level. One of the things, too, is that I've replaced it with, I've replaced, you see, the game is tilted. Here we go. Super duper. Nope, nothing. Nothing super about this. Nothing super about that. Super, 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 super. That's what you do after the super. Uh-oh. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Alright. This one's fun. Just hit the 2 ramps 5 times. Either one 5 times. Doesn't matter which one. It's always a good sign to completely brick the shot when you have it wide open and nothing in the way. I've also got my hurry up going on with this castle there, so collect that. There's a jackpot. A little early there. I feel like my sense of time is off. Not just like philosophically, but like in the game. Oh, that was brutal. I actually thought I had that saved. I thought it was going to tip off the rubber, but womp womp. There we go. We got our hurry up going. Other cool thing about this is if you can get 10 hurry ups. Oh my lord. You get 10 of the hurry ups. Oh, there we go. Then you get an extra ball. Oh, do not. Something let me down again. You know it. They delish. Oh boy. Oh, I thought that was going to give me a warning. See, right in the nose. I don't like that. I'll take the castle, but you know what? I'm not aiming it at all. Glorious! I think I should turn that off. Fudge sickle. I think it would be good to perhaps. This isn't a bad ball game, but you know what Medieval Madness needs? Some pop bumper covers. I'm a big mod guy. We've got, oh, see that game? It hit the, it's always kind of a crapshoot with your trolls. The little metal covers can be kind of brutal if they have any kind of lip above the playfield. We're on castle number 4. For real? This is our last ball, though. And I think we've gone through two. I think we've gone through 2 multi-balls. Or 2 extra balls. And 2 multi-balls. One day, we'll get there. What do we got? Hurry up 3. 7 more of those. And we will be able to get an extra ball. So, we're not too far away. It's only like 30-some shots. Let's see here. If I could get that Peasant Madness, that would make me happy. Draining down the outlane, not so much. Alright. Let's see if we can play a little better here. We have not been playing well this evening. You know, I felt like it was a great day for jousting, but maybe it was the double IPA. Look at that. Little switch credit despite not getting it in there. Maybe it was the double IPA. Maybe it was the Duke of Bourbon. We are just not having the best of evenings. Alright, what are we doing? I'm always like torn between strategies, which always ends up just killing me because I go, well, I will just do both strategies instead of one. And I really like to either just go castle all day, which that's the downside of that, or the more fun thing to do, though it just depends on how your individual copy is set up. The more fun thing to do, in my opinion, is chase multi-balls. The castles, you know, it's a lot like wood chopping, right? Just like shoot it up the middle over and over and over again. But in this game, you know, the value is there to do that. And I've won many a match by just sitting there and, you know, just doing that. Just shoot the moat X times until the thing opens. Because not only is it, well, usually I'm not a little tipsy and can make my shots a little better. But you know, when the drawbridge is down, the gate itself is worth quite a bit. It's worth like 200,000 on the first castle, and then 400, 600, 800, etc. It builds with each, and that's just the gate. So, you know, castle all day is a fun but boring strategy. Fun but boring is my middle name. That was the accidental backhand while I was trying to live catch. That was the aim for the damsel and late. That was a bounce. Here we go. Always shoots. I'm going to double flip at the cat. Bang! That's how you win. And that is the same on every copy of this game that I have ever played. So take that advice to the bank. So, alright. We need 3 shots on the damsel here. Alright, Sir Psycho. See, I can't the other problem is my game is just slightly off balance. Ah, that was close. I guess I am on ball 3, and I probably should just kind of collect on this multi-ball while I can, if I can. In my game, I know for a fact that it's just a bit to the left, so the ball's kind of floating around. Alright, one more. I blew it. And I blew it. Trying to get control, and I did not. See that? The ball there. Alright, here we go. Oh no! What a terrible feeling. That was poor decision making. 8 million, that's gonna win a lot of games. You know, he is the king of pain. He's causing it this evening. So I'm running pin stadiums right now. They are just the normal ones. However, I outfitted them with a diffuser. So I found these. Oh man, that was weird. Bounced up and hit the cross trail. I found these things on Amazon that fit just perfectly in the channel, and I just kind of super glued it straight down the channel. And they work pretty well, but, oh man, I cannot hit that damsel shot. Oh lord. But I would say it's dimmed the performance of the pin stadiums. They're not as bright. I'm so excited for my Chicago Gaming Company goodies that I contacted my distributor today and was like, I've heard that Chicago is maybe a little behind on their... Good lord. I'm just disappointed by my play this evening. But anyway, I emailed my distributor and I said, I've heard just on Pinside that CGC is a month behind on production for the Medieval Madnesses. which he confirmed that they are about a month behind. But I asked him if this was going to affect my goodie package, you know, because obviously I have one. I don't care if they're a month behind at this point. But he told me like 2 weeks. So we'll see. I ordered the whole package, man. Like I said, this is the game that did it for me. This is the one that. Oh, good lord! There we go. See if we can't get that extra ball, right? But yeah, this was the game that got me into pinball. Like I had never. Where are we at here? We can't be too far away. That's it. All right. Let's see if we can't get that extra ball. Yeah, good shit. I never really played pinball, and this was the game. I just happened to live next to. Gosh darn it! I just did nothing. Anyway, come on. I was hoping for a little Lyman Sheets grace period, but still got to make the shot to get the grace. Man, I deserve more than that. I mean, more punishment for my egregious movement of the machine. I do have a lot of nerve. I felt like I was further along in this game. Like, one castle. I guess I have 2 of the modes left. I have one more shot left on the damsel, which is nice. I have like 16 dangers. All of which are well deserved and then some. Alright. I feel like the damsel is always the hardest one for me to collect. For whatever reason. It's harder than trolls even. I feel like my shoot the trolls. Oh, shut. I feel like my shoot the trolls and the cheek strategy. Fuck, I didn't want to move it. Damn. Alright, we have everything set up though. Yeah, damsel's always my hardest one, and I feel like the ramp is, you know, I'm talking about this game like no one's ever played it. Anyway, the ramp is, you know, deadly. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we've got here. Oof. 3 troll bombs. We'll keep those in our back pocket. I don't think we'll need them. Damsel! Multi-ball madness. God, this game is so amazing. I've been playing this. I mean, not this pinball machine. But I haven't. There's a troll bomb. Now I have 4. Sweet. Aim for the cheek, baby. I've been playing this pinball machine for 20 goddamn years. And it's still awesome. Every game. Every time I hit the start button. Right in the cheek. Did that go in? I feel like that went in. Oh, snap. So now we get the 4-ball multi-ball. We restart our ball save, which is now gone. Plus I got my 4 troll bombs. If we were anywhere near or had any chance or intention, shit, of getting to the King of Pain, Battle for the Kingdom. The only way to knock down the trolls in that mode, or that, just pulled it right down the middle. The only way to kill those trolls is with troll bombs. You cannot hit them any amount of times. You have to use a troll bomb. It's the only way. So, I was playing with, so we got a double flip on the cat. Boom! I was playing with one of my friends who's a much better player than me. And he was like, oh, don't use those. Don't use those troll bombs. You know, you want to save those for Battle for the Kingdom. Like, save them for Battle for the Kingdom. Like, what? No, what? Don't save them for Battle for the Kingdom. I've only battled for the kingdom like less than fingers on a hand, I think. And that's with my game set. There we go. That's with my game set, in my opinion, you know, fairly conservatively. I will admit that my outlanes are a bit open. They are open. They're all the way open. But everything else is, it's pretty flat. It's at 6.9. I have this amazing digital level, torpedo level from Empire, I think it is. Anyway, I got it at Home Depot, but it's super cool. Oh, I got like all. Sometimes I think I'm a better player than I am, and I'm like, start to get all. I'm out of beer, so we got to switch to the Duke of Bourbon. Beer before liquor, and you're in the clear. All right, take a second. I actually made the. It's not just bourbon. Nothing feels better than just smacking that orbit shot over and over again. All right, let's get our Royal Madness, shall we? Let's do it. I feel like I just moved the machine a little bit too much. All right, I haven't completed Royal Madness in quite some time. Maybe it's because I haven't hit any shots. There's one. There's two. There's none. There's... Oh, no, I can't believe it. So if you don't know, Royal Madness is 2 of each shot. Obviously not including the 1 of each troll, but 2 of each other shot. You can use the... Oh, I didn't even do anything that time. You have 20 seconds. You have a 20-second countdown between shots, and you can use the what is that called? I don't know what it's called. This one, and it will just give you the shot. So I've got 2 catapults, because it's very hard for me to hit catapult on purpose, especially from the left fucking flipper. The time to act is now. If I time out, it's not a big deal, but I really would prefer to get the ball in my right flipper. Anyway. If I was 1 shot away, I would have made a better. I would have taken a pop at it, but I was 2 shots away. That sucks. I wanted the extra ball, darn it. What are you gonna do? Anyway, we're four castles in. I do have an extra ball, so that's nice. I just don't have two, which is what I probably need. There's a nice little lucky float. Yeah, some people. So I have my game set a little flat. I feel like compared to some games, like I said, it's under 7 degrees, but I also have my outlanes open. So my theory is that straight up and down games could get an extra ball here. Ooh, that was nice. Straight up and down games, the game, you lose. Oh, I thought I killed him. Straight up and down games, the game's only going to really come down the middle. It's the only way you're going to lose it. And if the game is a little flatter, it's going to be more, horizontal. Thereby putting the outlanes more into play. I was aiming for the goddamn peasants. I didn't even notice. I'm not too far away from battling, actually. I don't feel like I've had that good of a game. Probably too because I'm far away as far as the damsel goes. And I am not Alright. I think this is it. This is the real ball. Last ball. And then missed the skill shot. 87 million. Got my multi-ball lit here, but I'd like to get at least one more mode going so I can get a 3-ball multi-ball instead of a 2-ball. That's not ideal. 83 million's not terrible. Little Duke of Bourbon. This is actually the Duke of Manhattan. I'm a big Manhattan fan. A little sweet vermouth. Man, I've got it all. My feeling is all wrong tonight. My timing is, there we go, is off on all my shots here. And again, no registration there. And again, I've been really taking to heart the advice that I got from someone recently. His username was like Bondo or something. And I was playing on Jurassic Park. And I was just like, obviously I own the game, and I was explaining rules and stuff. And as usual, I'm always excited to hear from anybody who's listening, who might be tuned in. Questions, or if you're like, I've got a strategy, or here's something you may not know about the game. So anyway, I'd ask the same thing, especially with a new game like Jurassic Park. I got the new code update. Fuck you. I got the new code update today, but which I played a game on. And switching topics, but I got to Invalid Frenzy today on my Jurassic Park. That was pretty fun. I've never earned it, so it was nice of the code update to let it be a smart missile award choice. Because I feel like I have a very good. I wouldn't say it's high, but comparatively, I have a pretty good smart missile percentage. I'd say I probably hit it 1 in... Man, see, I'm just... Good thing is I'm just gonna earn troll bombs like a mother, because I can't hit that castle shot for shit tonight. See, this is... Oh, there's a switch that's broken too. You hear that? That is my my outlane switch. It feels like there's a ball in there. You can hear that. Huh. Have to look into that. It'd be cool. I should stream just like fixing shit one day. 'Cause that happens a lot. I used to have games in a different area of this room, but they were like perpendicular to the direction that they're facing now. I know you can't see the rest of the room, but if you could. But the problem was is it wasn't wide enough in that area. I only had like 4 at the time. Only 4 pinball machines. But it was so narrow in there I couldn't get the glass off the machines. And so every time that I'd take the glass off, I'd just slide the whole machine out of the like little area. Ugh. And of course, I had at the time I had a firepower and I had a buckaroo, which is like a 1965 Gottlieb, and both of those things. Well, both of them have been routed. Probably the buckaroo since the 60s. Jesus Christ. What happened to my ball save? I have like no ball save. But anyway, they've been routed. And they're in really good shape for having been routed. I feel like my multi-ball ball save is like super short there. But anyway, they broke a lot. And so it was like I was constantly like sliding the whole machine out of this little cubby area just to slide the glass off, just to like fix some, even if it was like some nothing. Good lord. Alright. I feel like I got kind of gypped. I wasn't really paying attention, granted. But that multi-ball is like in my brain right now. I feel like there was no ball save. Maybe I should stop being a little bee and just play better. As Steve Ritchie says. Play better. What ball are we on? We're on ball 3. We have 14 million points. Look at my color. See, it's green. Isn't that weird? I have the color DMD, or like the color upgrade for the SE DMD. And, but when you do that, it's green. That's not cool, man. Fuck. I wasn't really into this. Alright. We're gonna play. What are we at? Alright. We'll play a couple more. They're definitely gonna get better from here as Dr. Manhattan. I don't know if you can see it in the stream. You can't. The backboard of the playfield has like these little, like, very 90s Three Wolf Moon t-shirt, like, lightning bolt things. And I had this cool background that had them that I was going to use tonight as the background for this theme, or for the theme background for the stream. And I didn't, because I thought it looked too much like a Three Wolf Moon t-shirt. And then now I'm just like looking at this backboard here, which you can't see. But if you, Jesus Christ, I need to pay attention. But if you were to Google it or something, the Three Wolf Moon t-shirt was a cultural phenomenon that I was happy to play a part of. In fact, on my bachelor's party, I lived on the East Coast at the time. One of my good friends wore like the 3 Wolf Moon t-shirt. Like, it wasn't the one from Hangover, but it was similar to the one that like Zach Galifianakis wore. And I have a picture of him like in the, oh my god in heaven, in the lobby of like, what was it called, the Tropicana or something in Atlantic City. And he looks like the creepiest fucking old man. And it was the funniest picture I've ever seen. And now we're not friends anymore. Well, I am not having a great night on some Medieval Madness. And while a good carpenter never blames his tools, I'm unhappy with my balance here. Usually my games are pretty set and balanced, and so I didn't actually even check tonight because I had just balanced them a week or 2 ago when I was escaping all of my family during the holidays. And but yeah, it's there's definitely also, I don't know if you can see it, my right flipper seems to not have as much play as my left flipper. I don't know if you can see it, doesn't kind of match up. Oh well, no excuse. Alright, maybe a little excuse. We had like an 80 million point game. We had a 4 million point game, so I don't know. Okay, let's erase that from history quickly. Oh, Merlin, my wise and old friend. I'm ready to listen to what I am told. I think what he's telling me to do is to practice my dead flip more. Stop just trying to punch the ball while it comes at me like that. Just trap up, aim, and just fire at your target. Thanks, I appreciate it. I don't feel like I personally have magic. This game, certainly. Oh! Like the ball was already traveling this direction because the game's out of whack. And then, of course, I bumped it further, thinking I could trap it onto this flipper, which was... You have chosen poorly. That's a game I do not have in my collection. Indiana. That's the thing I love about this game. Quickly switching topics. The Outlands have that little bit of... Good God, I'm sucking ass tonight. Have that little bit of delay. Well, what do I mean? They're willing to register the switch a little past the light, after the light goes off. And so, even though the ball is kind of past the switch, if you click your flipper just super fast, it'll give it to you. And I've found this to be true with both the CGCs and the original Williamses. Alright, this is just getting worse and worse. See, you missed out on what I was saying earlier when I was a little more sober and playing much, much better. I thought 4 million was embarrassing. So the trick with the trolls... Maybe we'll get there if I can just see those 2 balls at the same time. The trick with the trolls is to aim for the cheeks. Aim for their chubby troll cheeks. And so, if you can, and again, I'm going to go over this if I can get those. I'm trying to get them lit here. I think we're pretty close. Shut up! We gotta be lit now. If you shoot the chubby trolls in their chubby cheeks, and you try to direct it off of their cheek and into the saucer for the left one, or for the right one off of his cheek and into the castle, that will earn you a... Either one of those will earn you a troll bomb. See, that would have been a good place for Deadfoot. And you can see right there where my game is out of whack. Oh, it's frustrating. There we go. Oh, one more. Okay. I feel like I've hit that 7 times. Alright, now trolls are lit. But yeah, if you can bounce it off their cheek into the saucer or into the castle shot, you get that troll bomb. And it's also a much safer shot. So like, you never ever want to hit those trolls head on. Like, don't try to hit them right in the nose, you know. Oh snap! Yeah. So that's what I always say. Aim for the inner cheeks of the 2 trolls, and then try to bounce it into the saucer or into the whatever that shot is called. I don't know, the moat shot. One of these games, there's one, should count, so I don't lose count. I guess I don't have to count very high since the number is 1 right now. Oh, early. Oh, Jesus. Oh, super duper. Good Lord. Just embarrassing evening tonight. Polynesian pinball. I think you might follow me, or I might follow you on Instagram. Where in Polynesia are you located? Or are you just Polynesian? Sorry, I'm actually trying not to start those trolls right now. I'd really like to get some of the other modes built up a little bit before I do that. Also, I just kind of, typically, just because I don't ever slow down, is that was terrible. Oh no, see this freaking game. See? Oh well. I just need to rebalance it. And then we'll play it again. And like I said earlier, I don't think you were on yet, but I know I sound like just a silly tourist, but we're going to Hawaii. My wife and I are going to Hawaii in May for our 10th anniversary. So we're going to Kauai. We actually had originally booked for Maui, but then one of my best friends growing up, his family was from Maui, and I had visited him and his family. They were Filipino, but in both Maui, and he had some like cousins and stuff in Oahu for like a month back when I was in high school. So it's been a lot of time. I mean, granted, that was 20 odd years ago now, but anyway, I'd spent a lot of time in Maui. So she was like, well, do you really want to do all those things again? Because she was like planning our trip. Oh, look at that pool shot into the double super. She was like planning our trip, and she's She's like, well, have you done this? And I was like, oh yeah, we did that. She's like, have you done this? I was like, oh yeah, we did that. Oh Lord. Yeah, well, we ended up switching, so now we're staying in Kauai. Because I've never been to Kauai. Oh no. I've always had kind of a secret love affair with Hawaii. Wish I could live there, but could never afford it. Just double flip. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. I did do it. Thank you. I didn't do it. Yeah. Where do you guys live? Well, it's weird. Like, I was looking just on Google Earth at Kauai, and it's like so much farmland. Like, still, it looks like. One of my jobs is I manage like a ranch in northern Colorado, and we do agriculture and run some cattle and things. But to be quite honest, you know, most of the money these days, god dang, most of the money's these days in Colorado. Oh, cool. I live in like the Denver area, so but I manage a ranch up in, like, it's about 20 miles east of Greeley, and you know, we lease the ground for cattle. But if you live in Colorado, you know where the real money in ranching is right now, and it's in oil and gas, right? Essentially, all the money comes from mineral leases, which we don't even own, because we don't own the minerals to our own land. And then just like working with those companies that do own the minerals and extracting as much cash as you can out of them. That's the way the world is. Anyway, we run cattle. We have a couple hundred head of cattle that run on our ranch. And then about 2 years ago, we started growing industrial hemp, which has been pretty fun. But man, this season has been just a nasty one. I think, you know, with the... I got him off the cheek, but didn't bounce it. With the Farm Bill passing, I think everybody and their sister got into hemp growing. And then, shit, you double flipping sucker. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I wonder if maybe I could transfer my little known agricultural knowledge to Hawaii. I don't know, we went big on the hemp thing, but there's a glut in the market, because I think everybody and their sister went big on the hemp thing. So, you know, Hawaii's weird though, or not weird, but they're very protective. I don't know if they would allow hemp growing there, just because I know that, you know, when you go there, you have to sign affidavits, basically, that say, you know, you're not knowingly bringing in any foreign animals or plants or anything that could kill the natural. Oh, look at that! I get so slow that I get caught up on my control ramp. I feel so bad for how I'm playing tonight. I'm a little tipsy though. I do have a cool job. I'm very lucky. You know. We're also lucky that, you know, if the hemp thing, like it's not, doesn't work out, you know, it's not our main source of income. Part of the things we have to do are maintain agriculture. I don't know if you play many of Mass, you always flip, you double flip on the thing before the one you want. Go back to I like to train, you know, a little bit. But yeah, our main business is in real estate. So. If you live in Colorado, I don't know if you're familiar with how it all works and water rights and whatnot. So a lot of our agricultural stuff is just maintaining those senior water rights. Oh. Yeah, well, people who've lived here their whole lives don't know anything about the water situation, but they're probably hearing about it more and more just because of like, I don't know if you were here when they just passed. I don't know if it was in 2018 or if it was just this past November. It was just this past November they passed the sports betting, and it's funny because like I talk to people and I'm like, oh, you know, have you heard of the Colorado water plan? And you know, which was this thing we worked on. And I say we, I took no part in it, very little to no part in it. But they had, you know, people from around the state for basically a decade trying to figure out what to do in Colorado with this huge growing population. Good Lord. And our limited water supply. No one's ever heard of it. But they heard of sports betting. I'm like, well, do you know what the sports betting money is going towards? No. The water plan. That's the whole thing. Oh well. The sports betting thing barely passed. Which I was surprised about. I thought, you know, most of those like vice tax things, or vice, yeah, I guess vice tax is kind of what I'm trying to say. Those things usually pass, especially in Colorado. I was very surprised that with as, you know, pretty liberal as Colorado is, that it just squeaked by. I think I got the balance of this game now, so I'm just expecting all these balls. I just gotta wait for them to come to my left flipper and just know that everything's just gonna drift left. It took 10 games, but you know, I'm learning. Oh, I was reading your... I'm a moron. Again, I was reading your... And I lost the ball. Are you playing in the Colorado State? Good Lord. I shouldn't be allowed to stream right now. It's just embarrassing to me and everything else that I do. Huh, you didn't make me drain. I made myself drain. You have an original? I'm just going to restart this because it's disgusting. So I bought this new in box from JJ, a game exchange. I had contemplated, like, I don't know when you joined, but so this is the only game that I've ever played. Oh, no registration there. This is the only pinball game I ever played for like years. It was at this bar that was down the street from the bar that I worked at when I was in college. And so my buddy and I just played it like literally every day after work. We'd go from our bar to the bar down the street and play Medieval Madness. And then we graduated and never really played any other pinball machines. And then I bought this machine when I kind of, made it or whatever, got enough. That was always our dream, my buddy and I. It's like, oh, dude, when we got it, we gotta buy Medieval Madness. And then when they started making the remakes, we were like, dude, now you can get one, and it's like gonna be brand new. And we talked like like a person from an 80s movie, Spicoli. I was waiting for it to drift into my left flipper. Yeah, see? And now I'm just getting caught up on everything. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry about health issues. Yeah, well, I encourage you to come out if you're in the Denver area. Like, holy cow. We're just so spoiled. So, well, that's what, just living in Denver is basically what made me into a pinball crazed person who went from just being obsessed with Medieval Madness and always having wanted one in my home to being obsessed with pinball in general, is having lived in Denver the last 7 years, which is when I moved here. I bought this game about 2 years ago. Oh, I was not expecting such an amazing catch. But what really changed everything was, I would always go to the one-ups downtown, but I live in the burbs, so I got kiddos and whatnot. But you'd go downtown every once in a while, baseball games and stuff, and play at the one-up. But man, when they opened that one-up Greenwood, I changed the game. I met, it's funny, right? Because I'd never even heard of Pinside until 6 months ago, maybe a year ago. And all the jokes about they're gonna multiply. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've had just one for years. And then the Greenwood one up opened, and I met Donovan. And then he started to teach me, because I guess I'm kind of lying. I played some other Bally Williams older games. But I was just going to the one up every day and playing Theater Magic, and he had a Whitewater there. Oh no. And then he was teaching me rules on Metallica, and then kind of we were working our way up to others. To Iron Maiden. And then what? Then that's when I bought that Firepower. I bought a Firepower. And then I bought an EM. Oh, I thought I had that. Dang it. But yeah, and then Donovan invited me to play in some of the leagues and tournaments, and that's all she wrote, man. So anyway, I sold my Firepower. Well, I'm getting not an EM, but from Donovan actually, I'm buying a Bally wide body, It's called Hot Doggin'. It's a skiing theme. And I'm so excited. I don't have it yet because he told me he was going to do the lights and rubbers for me. And do like a switch check and everything. So should have it in a couple weeks. And feel free to stream it. Oh no, too many. Yeah, it's awesome. So there was it's funny, I was playing at Dory Hill in September and they had a hot dog in there. It's nicer than the one that I'm getting. It's a little bit better condition. But damn it was so fun. It's it's a wide body, so it's wider. But it's just got the extra flipper and it's got all the stand-up targets and man, it's a blast. And the art's really cool. I think it's a Franchi art, if I'm not mistaken. No, Frazee, Brian. No, I can't remember his name. I'm super excited about it. Donovan gave me. Oh, I missed a skill shot again. Good price on it. Yeah, I would say, the M's are fun, but be prepared to fix those mothers. Man, I just had the glass off of them like every day. And granted, like mine were routed. Both my older machines are routed. This hot dog and that I'm buying was routed. What are you gonna do? Beggars can't be choosers all the time. But yeah. So I don't know. I mean, new in box is fun. New in box is awesome, but you are paying quite the premium. I wanted the damsel. Shoot. Well, not only are you paying the kind of new in box premium, but you're also paying tax, which is like pretty substantial. I think it's a couple $100. I've also bought three games from JD. Maybe 4. Plus these the Medieval Madness goodies that I'm getting whenever those arrive. Hopefully in the next 2 or 3 weeks. There we go. That's what we wanted. Alright, I did get the extra. I am getting a ball save, so maybe I just was not paying attention. Double super jackpot. Trolls in the way. Darn it. Ding dong, ding dong, ding. Elvira. Oh, you know what? I'll be honest. I was a little skeptical on Elvira. It didn't look all that exciting to me. I think the pictures do not do it justice, unfortunately. Because Elvira is a fucking good-ass game. And it's got a lot in it, actually. And I'm jealous. And I would love to... There we go, finally.
Such a nice boy. You want to meet my mother? Don't be scared.
Yeah. Well, and the pictures make it look like it's bare. It makes it look like there's nothing but the house. Like, I don't think... when I first saw it, that I knew that there was the little crypt thing there. And I certainly, good lord. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. There we go. I certainly didn't know about the thing here, the like catapult shooter lock thing. Yeah, I think that looking down doesn't do it justice. You have to get a picture of this direction. And you have to really play it. And it's so good. They have, the guy has one at Mutiny Bookstore, which is the only one I've had the opportunity to play. Well, and plus Lyman Sheets is on the code, right? So, you know it's going to be. If it's not good now, it's going to be good very soon, right? I mean, I have Batman, and it's my very favorite game of all time, by far. Rules-wise, I suppose. I mean, probably anything-wise. I take it back. Shh. Don't yell at me. Yeah, I love my Batman 66. Of course. Oh, there, finally my double flipping helped. Really? Oh, thank you so much. I can't, it looks kind of crappy to me, so I appreciate that. What am I using? If you're curious, I'm using OBS Streamlabs, and I really appreciate that, by the way. I can't actually tell because to me it looks poor, actually, and also I have it kind of minimized because to blow up the chat, because you know, I'm not old, but I feel old. That's not what I was trying to do. But I can't see the chat. So I was trying to make it as big as I can, which is silly because you still can't actually make the text bigger. You just make like the window bigger. Just ridiculous. I was afraid that was gonna curve down into my. Alright, let's see. So I got 20 seconds to make the next shot here. That's not what I was aiming for. So yeah, I'm using Streamlabs OBS to make amends for this dude. It was worth every shake. This guy keeps rating me, and he keeps getting auto moderated by the. Oh, I missed it again, darn it. Shit. Yeah, I had written some text underneath it. Well, and I don't want to mess my cameras up right now, but one day I'll take some pictures. I was gonna write that. I was gonna write that, or I fart in your general direction, or I had actually the thing I had actually written, and it may even be there still. It might just be hidden. Was it said? And I deleted it because I didn't feel like I should be telling people to go away, but it originally said. Now I'm trying to play pinball and remember a line. Now go away. Lyman Sheets. Fuck, now I don't remember. Whatever the French guy says about go away. Go away. Or I shall taunt you a second time. That's what I said. Yeah. I said, Lyman Sheets shall taunt you a second time. But anyway, obviously I deleted it. Because I was like, maybe I shouldn't tell people to go away from my pinball stream. Look at that. We're on our 5th castle here. I haven't been really paying attention. Yeah, I took the text down. I shall taunt you a second time. Yeah, and so I don't do like toppers. I don't have. That's not true. Well, I have the AC/DC one, but it came with the one when I bought it. But I have like a Funko Pop obsession. I really want to like change one of these things to show it to you. All of my pinball machines have applicable Funko Pops. So my Batman 66 is got all, I don't know how many, it's got, I don't know, 8 or 10 Batman Funko Pops, including Surf Joker, which was awesome. I couldn't believe they'd made a Surf Joker Funko Pop. And then, of course, you know, Jurassic Park has Jurassic Park. Oh, that was nasty. And Alice Cooper they only made 2 Alice Cooper Funko Pops. But then on eBay, I found like this Alice Cooper, I don't know, figurine or something like that. So I put that in the middle with the 2 Funko Pops on the sides. And then I kind of lit it off the GI too. And I did the same thing with my... Gosh, I'm just... Oh my lord, I cannot. Oh yeah. Oh, you missed it. We did it. I did it earlier. The Save the Children, the Crow mode. Yeah, we did it earlier. I'm gonna guess on this $1.4 million point game on Ball 3, we're probably not gonna get to video mode. Yeah. We did get there. Here, let's start over. I'll try to focus a little bit more, play a little better. So to get to the video mode, you you need to light the fire. I think it's 8 times or maybe 10 times. So I'll try to spend a little more. I'll try to focus a little bit more on it. But then, if you're pretty close, like say you've got, you know, 6 or 7 of them lit, of the fires lit for your video mode, then medieval magic, your Merlin's magic may very well award it, which is what happened earlier tonight. It's tough because it's like there's 3 little babies crawling around, and then there's these fucking crows, and you have like this 8-bit. I was trying to get my lock. You have this like 8-bit. What is it? A rake? What is it? The third? Yeah. Or what is it? I almost said a spork. A hay thing. You have one of those. And you can only move left and right. So I have defeated it before, but it's certainly not easy. I didn't defeat it earlier tonight, that's for sure. No, I think you can win it as an award. Drinking bourbon doesn't help, but if you come back, you know, tomorrow and just, you know, go through the video, I think you'll see. I think I was an award. I don't think I earned it. Or maybe you have to do it 8 times and then hit the Merlin lock, and that's how you attain it. And maybe that's how I did earn it. I'd have to go back and watch too. I'm not. Some nice saves, he says, as he shakes it into the outlane. I appreciate it, though. Yeah, I was, so I was bummed. I had no intention or was not even close to qualifying, but I was bummed about, not being able to play in the Colorado State tournament. So I'm not gonna call it a resolution because I don't do resolutions. But similar to I want to stream more in 2020. I'm gonna try to play more in 2020 because a lot of moving up in those ranks is just playing in more tournaments. God, there we go. So yeah, that's one thing I would recommend. I really like that bugs me. I really like playing in the tournaments too. And again, I would say I don't necessarily get out much. I play in the one-up tournaments, at Greenwood and stuff. But I would really recommend coming out if you're in Colorado and if you have the ability and the time. People are always cool. I myself am not very talkative, but once you do start talking to me, I'm willing to talk. I don't know, really anxiety, but this is easy because I'm just talking to nothing, right? Oh no! Alright, let's see what we get here. Star Trolls would be great. That's the best one. Yes, I went last year. I didn't play in the tournaments last year because I had some family stuff going on. But I actually did have 2 games. I had my firepower and my Buckaroo were both at the show last year. It's a good show. I wouldn't say and see, look, where's my ball save there? I didn't even get to play those. They just went outlane, and I didn't even play. If you're in the area, the Rocky Mountain Pinball Show is fun. I am gonna try to compete in it this year. I did not play in any of the tournaments last year. I just dropped a couple games off so I could get my free admission because I didn't want to pay admission. Oh, come on. 1 second. I was right there. I was going to kill him. He only had 1 hit left. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, I don't know if you live in the Denver area, but if you have the ability to come to the one-up in Greenwood off of Arapahoe and 25, man, Donovan keeps those games in honestly the best condition of any operator anywhere. I would venture to bet. The games are immaculately clean, set, fair. He has most of his outlanes set to the second post. 50-cent games, can't beat it. Most of those are newer Stearns and JJPs. Yeah, 3-up. That's the one I'm talking about. 3-up, yeah. 1-up Greenwood, 3-up. So yeah, that's definitely the best show, or the best show. The best. That was it. We didn't get to the video mode, obviously. Yeah. So the operator there is Donovan Stepp, and he's actually one of the better players in the world. But we have a lot of better players in the world in this area. Escher and Donovan, Jordan, Zach. It's fun though, because you know, the Springs is far, I admit, but if you're able to play in the league, there's a league coming up that plays at Greenwood 1-Up every Tuesday. That should start here in the next like month or two, if I remember correctly. And that plays at the 3-Up every Tuesday at 7. And that's a fun league because you know it doesn't travel. The Mile High Pinball League travels around kind of the Denver area. And then Monday, actually it might have actually been this Monday, like yesterday. But, or it might be this upcoming Monday, I can't remember, is the Blizzard Mountain Monday Night League. No, I have no greatness. I have a lot of like flashes of pinball greatness mixed with a lot of like disappointment. What other games do you have at home? I'd be interested in knowing. I'm actually also I'm trying to sell my my Metallica. I kind of got, I wouldn't say I got bored of it, but it's like I feel like I have too many music pins because I have AC/DC. I have AC/DC, Metallica, and Alice Cooper. And I make the argument actually that Alice Cooper isn't necessarily a music pin. It's more of a monster themed pin that's also Alice Cooper. But I don't know. It gets a little old after. Good lord. I cannot. Alright. Oh. Like we have some embarrassing games, we have some like 80 million point games, and they kinda go back and forth. Well, soon, and I'm hoping that I'll have hot dog in either next weekend or the weekend after that. And I plan to stream that as soon as I get it. I am so excited. Like I said, I played it in our pin golf tournament at Dory Hill. I don't remember what the objectives were. I lost. I got like a 5. Didn't do well. But it was my favorite game that I played all weekend. So I'm super duper excited. And then Metallica, I'm hoping to maybe, I want to kind of like get a little bit away from the Sterns more. And not because I don't like Stern, but just because I have a bunch of them. So, like, I'll have, if I get rid of the Metallica, and I'm able, and what I want to do, what I'd like to get, ideally would just trade straight up for a Houdini. I'd like to have a Houdini at home. And then I would have 1, 2, 3, 4 Sterns. I'd have a Spooky, a CGC, and an American. Have a little bit of have a little bit of flavor. That's a nice lineup. Yeah, that's my thing. Is I probably wouldn't sell the Metallica were it a premium LE, but being that it's a Pro, it's just kind of, I don't know, the coffin hammer thing makes a big difference. It changes the game. Kind of like, I don't know, I have a Jurassic Park, as you know, but, and I've actually only, oh my lord, I'm playing poorly. I've only played the Pro, like, just a handful of times, because, like, even at Greenwood, they have a premium. They had or have a Pro down at the 1-Up and Lodo. But I don't go down there too often. But like, I feel like the Coffin Shot and Metallica is kind of like the T-Rex difference between a Pro and a premium. Like, and especially, I don't know, it just literally came out today and I was torn. I almost streamed Jurassic Park again today because of the new code that just came out, but I had already set up all these cool, stupid images. But anyway, they released the new Jurassic Park today, which makes the animated God damn it! The animated T-Rex do so much more. It even like chomps now. So after you shoot it in its mouth, the magnet holds the ball in there, and it'll, it'll nom nom nom, which is sweet. Yeah, that's how I feel. Which was maybe my mistake for just buying a Pro, but whatever. Maybe somebody out there will want to take it off my hands. It's fine. I'm not in any hurry. I got it listed on Craigslist. I do not have it listed on Pinside, which I probably just need to do. Yeah, I'm thinking, well, two things. I also want to stream my AC/DC. I haven't done that yet either. I haven't streamed. Oh! That shouldn't have happened. I should have gotten a cow. I clicked on bowling ball. I remember a friend of mine and I one time were having a conversation where it was like, we were talking about some game and it was like, oh, it was desktop tower defense. I don't know if anybody ever worked in like an office job. I never played like Kill Time. It had like those flash games. One of them was tower defense. And it was like, I don't know, there was like shit that crossed the screen and you drew like little things that would shoot at them. Anyway, my buddy and I were both like, yeah, and then, we were talking about our strategy of desktop tower defense. And my wife was just like, will you listen to yourselves? You're professionals. And you're talking about the fucking flying triangles. And how that's how I feel about pinball. Like, yeah, I'm talking about the flying triangles, and like, some people get it, some people don't get it. Not many people I know get it. Ah! Oh, I should follow you. I'm sorry, I didn't know. My dream is to quit/retire and then program/build a pinball machine. I have to do a couple things, like make enough money to retire, learn how to code. I know how to code, but not the right kind. And then carpentry, CAD, geometry, little things like that. But my big thing is like, so my wife and I are East Coasters. Well, she and I met in DC, the DC area. And my brother lives in New Jersey and is from New York City, and my wife went to school in the city. And so, anyway, we're very into hip hop. And so, like, my thing is with all these rock and roll pins, is like, why is there not a hip hop pinball machine? And so that's like that ball again. It just like makes us like an S. My thing is I'd really love to build, god damn it, a hip hop machine. Yes, I am also an executive VP type person who does his best to like get out in the field and stuff, but then I just feel guilty, like, because so like I don't know if you're, oh jeez, this is just awful. I'm embarrassed, but it's fun talking to you. But I can't remember when you joined. So I operate, as part of my job, I operate a ranch. And I love going up there. But I also feel bad about it because I remember when I was kind of on the more blue collar side, like when the white collar, like CEOs or VPs or what have you would come and do a site visit, it was like, it sucked. Because, like, you had to, like, turn off the radio, or, like, dress proper, make sure you were doing whatever. I remember that, because I'm not that old. I'm not that far removed from the days when I was in that position. So I also, while I love it, I hate doing it. Because I know it's annoying. It's weird. Anyway, my dream, if you guys are into hip hop too, is to do a Wu-Tang pinball machine. I think it's like the perfect hip hop group for a pinball machine, because there are, I know it fluctuates between like 9 and 11 members, and then you can like integrate like all these old like kung fu movie clips into it. I just see it being like all black, like black. You've got like the Wu-Tang, like the W, and maybe like some smoke, like marijuana smoke, obviously, whatever. And then, yeah, man, and you could have, god damn it. And man, I mean, their music is iconic. Their voices are amazing. Like and most of them are alive. So you could get some call-outs maybe. And just all the cool shit with the the old kung fu movies. Like, I don't know what obviously for homebrew it doesn't matter, but I don't know what the rights are like, but I can't imagine licensing. Oh, Lord. See, everything I'm doing is getting fucked up because it's floating left, so like I should have trapped that there. Good carpenters and all that. I'm a poor carpenter. Poor carpenter, and he blames his tools. But anyway, that's the dream. I just have to meet a person who can do the carpentry. I need to meet another person who can do the CAD design. I need to meet another person who can do the coding. I need to meet another person who can do the sales. And then I'll just do the project management. That's right. That's the realm where I fit in. Ideas and finger pointing. That should be my title. I have ideas, and then I point fingers. This is what I want to do. That's another thing that I just did. Oh my Lord. I mean, it's amazing. You know, honestly, I rarely drink, and tonight was Tuesday, which is even more of a, I meant to say is even more of a rare occasion, because I have to work tomorrow. You know, my kids, I'm just gonna skip this game, because it's worse than any of them. My kids are just being little monsters. They just started school again today. You know, after winter break, so it's been like, what, 3 weeks, I think? And so they're used to like staying up until 10 o'clock at night. And both my wife and I are just done. Like, just brush your teeth. Shut up. And so yeah, but it's all good. Oh, the bourbon of choice. So depends typically. Since because the question is loaded, right? If I'm just drinking bourbon, then we're talking about one thing. If we're talking about bourbon drinks, see, this is all messing me up. Then we're talking something different. So currently, I am drinking I love Manhattans. So I've just got, I can't remember the name of the vermouth, but anyway, I've got a sweet vermouth. I actually prefer to use orange bitters versus the Angostura aromatic bitters. They're still Angostura, but they're orange bitters. And then for Manhattan, my favorite, I like to use, shit, now I can't remember the name of it. Hold on, I'm thinking. Bullet rye. So I like rye whiskeys. Good Lord. Each game is more embarrassing than the last. So I like rye whiskeys for Manhattan specifically. And my favorite rye whiskey for Manhattan's is Bullet. But, so then like, if you're just drinking whiskey, like on ice, which is also something I enjoy, I can't seem to, I'm not paying attention, I can't blame the game or anything. But if I'm just drinking whiskey and ice, I'm not like a fancy guy. We're lucky again, just because Colorado is badass, to have a couple of cool and very good whiskey distillers here. I mean, I think Stranahan's is great, honestly. And I don't actually drink that much Tin Cup, but I like Tin Cup. If you're ever in Denver, I recommend going on the Stranahan's tour. It's like $20, I think, or something, or maybe $25. And you probably get 2 or 3 or 4 shots of their different whiskeys. And if you tip well, you'll get a little more. And then they have a bar and stuff where you can drink. You can order shots of, you know, their bourbons or bottles or what have you. And it's just very cool. Stranahan's bought like an entire block of. Ah! I thought I could tip pass it and I didn't fucking click it fast enough. But yeah, Stranahan's bought like a full block of this area, like right along I-25, just in South Denver. And but they didn't like mess with the outside architecture, so it looks really sweet. From the outside, it doesn't look like just a big factory. It just looks like a bunch of old buildings. So yeah, I'd recommend that. What else do I like to drink? I mean, I like Bullet. Bullet's good. The regular Bullet Bourbon or the Bullet Rye. I like rye though. I like Jameson. On the Irish route. It's funny, I am not the Scotch guy, but for whatever reason, everyone gives me Scotch for Christmas. So I get a lot of. I mean, Fat Tire at this point is basically right. I would actually say if you go to almost any brewery, you will not find a pinball machine in Colorado. Now, that is with some exceptions. But yeah, Colorado's weird about that. We have lots of breweries. We have lots of pinball machines. We have lots of bars with pinball machines. But we do not have a lot of breweries with pinball machines. Now, if you're in Broomfield, I've never been there, but I've heard it's awesome, and I really want to go this month. But Wonderland in Broomfield this month, which is an amazing idea, and I actually suggested it to the managers at One Up, they're doing a reset on their pinball machines. So they do they reset all the high scores, and then at the end of the month, whoever achieves the highest score by January 31st gets like a t-shirt and it was like a $20 bar tab or something like that. And that's such a good idea. And that's like, if I owned a pinball bar, barcade type thing, I'd do that every single month. Cause like, I mean, when you go to the One Up and you see somebody set a high score, what do? They whip out their picture, or they whip out their picture. They whip out their camera, they take a picture, and they say, woohoo, I got, GC or whatever, I got high score on this thing and at the One Up. It's free advertising. And at the One Ups, especially the 3-Up, but all of them really, like the players in Denver are so freaking good that like no one really. Basil Hayden. Yeah. Man, I can't believe we're like the games are over. Like, oh yeah, what's the next ball? We're only at 16 million points. We can't be done now. We're only at 2 million points. I forgot what it was. Oh, the replays, yeah, or the resets. I mean, the one-up and stuff. Like, these guys are amazing. Like I said, they're some of the best pinball players in the world. But if you reset it every month, then you get people to come in. You draw a lot of the folks, especially if you post in Pinside or on. If you haven't joined, you should, or even I don't think you have to join. I know you don't have to join because I'm not on Facebook. But if you look up, gosh, I don't remember what it's called now. I think it's the Mile High Pinball League Facebook page. It's a public page because I don't have an account and I can see it. But it tells you about all the different people post there about all the different tournaments and leagues, and if you want to join a league or what have you. I would also recommend just kind of like what I've done is set a bookmark on the Colorado for sale for trade thread on Pinside, especially if you're like a collector, because a lot of times these folks in the area will just say, hey, I'm selling my whatever, and they'll never post it on Craigslist or on Pinside or anything. But if you keep your kind of ear to the grindstone, that's how I got hot dogging, really. It's because Donovan was like, I'm thinking about selling my hot dogging. That was about the worst thing I could have done is get that multiple. But he was like, I'm thinking about selling my hot dogging. And I remember I felt like I felt kind of nerdy or whatever, because I responded to him within 5 minutes of him posting, saying, if you're selling that, I'll buy it. Again, there's just no ball save on these multi-balls. I need to check the settings. Maybe I changed it. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, I would recommend that. I also would recommend, again, I mean, I don't, if you're a collector, if you have the means, what have you, or even if you're just interested on seeing kind of what's going on in Denver in the market, what I've done is I just created like a notification in Craigslist that is just, whenever anything that says pinball is posted in the Denver for sale, they shoot me an email. So if it's something rare or crazy or whatever, something that I'm wanting, like a certain title, then I'm the first to know, or at least I'm tied with the other people who are first to know. So yeah, and that's been helpful. I think that's how I got hot dogging. I know that's how I got hot dogging. That's true if you're willing to. Sorry, I was looking at you again. Yeah. What do you have your eye on? What do you have your eye on right now? Or like, I guess, what do you have your eye out for? I suppose is the right question. For me, I'm kind of like, I'm hovering in kind of like a weird spot. Because I've got this hot dogging coming. And so right now I'm full. My basement is basically full with seven games. So I'm gonna put the hot dog in my office at my office, which is fine. It'll be really sweet. But then I've also pre-ordered a Rick and Morty, which is I have number 433, so I shouldn't get that until November. I'm guessing, maybe December. And then I'll need a place to put that. So, oh man, that little outlane, little jumper has gotten me. Where I think it's gonna come down the outlane, and it just makes a second little hop on that rubber and decides to go out the bad side. Yeah, I would like an Aerosmith actually. Aerosmith is a game that I did not like. And then it grew and grew and grew on me. And I was bummed out when they took it out of the free up. They used to have a nice one there. I can't remember if it was a pro or a premium, but it was a nice one. It might have been a premium. They took out the Star Trek too, which is like my favorite game. My dad, so I sold my dad. I used to have a Monster. Oh, finally, I got a little goodness out of that. I used to have a Monster Bash remake too. I got excited and bought it and regretted it after like 2 months of just continually beating the game over and over again. I don't know why. It seems like it shouldn't be that much more difficult or less difficult than this game, but for some reason Monster Bash is just easy for me, and this game always for 20 years has been a challenge. Anyway, so I sold it to my dad. I had it listed on Craigslist, but my dad ended up buying it. And then he was like, well, I've actually got room for 2. And which is weird because he's not a pinball player. Like, to date, he's probably played his machines less than this many times. But he wanted 2 to fit in the spot. And so I was like, luckily, looking at Craigslist and around and stuff, there's this badass Star Trek Pro with a Steve Ritchie signed translate. And it was like $4,500. So anyway, so now my dad has a Monster Bash and a Star Trek Pro with a Steve Ritchie signed translate. He has no fucking idea who Steve Ritchie is. I need to read your messages here, sorry. You mean Theater Magic rumor as far as a CGC remake? I haven't actually heard that rumor. I was under the impression that CGC's schedule was Cactus Canyon followed by an original title. Is kind of, it's at least what all the podcasts say, for whatever that was worth, if anything. Theater of Magic was my other it was my other Medieval Madness. It was the only other pinball machine I ever played. prior to, like, literally 2019, essentially. And I still think it has just the best mechs, and I understand that it can get a little repetitive, but I don't know. I love Theater Magic, and I'm happy that it's not. So I don't know if. God damn it! I did that. I lost that ball. I see. Gotcha. What? I thought I turned everything off. What a bunch of bullshit. Are you kidding me? Well, I thought so if you've watched the other streams, I've had issues with Streamlabs, like auto moderating folks, and so I actually went into Streamlabs and I turned moderation to 0, and I was all excited because I was like, well, because there was a couple folks who were like trying to like post emojis or something, and you know, if you, I knew it. I knew it was gonna go down the outline. And if you try to post like more than 3 emojis, it was like blocking you. And I was like, and so anyway, I went in and turned all the moderation to 0. That's weird. I'll have to check that out. You know, the other thing is, I think I just might stop using Streamlabs OBS. The only reason I'm even using it on this stream is because I thought that I had turned the auto moderation off, and now I shall just go back to basic OBS. I like the basic one. Oh my lord. Alright. Yeah, and I mean, I think that's the reason. It's weird because I actually started. I'm going to restart this game because that was terrible. So I actually started with just base OBS, and it was fine. The only reason I even switched was literally just because the UI is a little nicer. But I never had any of these like moderation issues. God. Alright. That's number one thing to do tomorrow is rebalance this game. But yeah, I never had any moderation issues with just base OBS. So, and then it's been, you know, this is like 3 or 4 streams in a row where somebody's like tried to post something and they've gotten blocked and moderated. I guess it's fun to talk about. It's a good laugh. Nobody's actually angry at each other. It's like, you son of a bitch! How dare you! You posted a link on my Twitch. If I ever find you, man, you better watch out. I'll have my moderators come chase you down. See, this is oh my lord. 1.5 million. This is why I always, whenever anybody's like, teach me the rules to Medieval Magic. Or Medieval Madness. I'm like, well, I could teach you the rules. Wow. I think I must have turned my ball save way down. I was like, when I tell people, I'm like, yeah, I can teach you the rules to Medieval Madness. But honestly, just shoot the fucking castle. Just shoot it. shoot it again. And then when you get tired of shooting the castle, trap up, and shoot the castle. And again, like, I'm such a mediocre pinball player that my shots at the castle, or my shotses off of rebounds from missing the castle, will eventually be enough to build up my multi-ball. I usually try to make that, like, your initial plunge, or whatever it is, it's just a button, out of the pop bumpers, comes out. I like to try to shoot it and aim for the lock ball. But nothing I'm aiming at is actually being hit today. So, you know. Alright. I don't think I should be able to miss the hardest skill shot in pinball again. I don't think I should be able to leave or stop streaming until I reach some goal or another. Here we go. Alright, click on the cow. Perfect. There we go. So we haven't even fought King of Pain yet. I've gotten, I think, 5 castles deep tonight. That's about it. And honestly, the last this many games, I don't know if I've cleared 10 million. So we're out of our Manhattan. So I think this means this will be the finale this evening. Well, let's see if we can't break the. I'm trying to count the number of digits now. 7? Wow. So when I said this game, what I actually meant was the next game. Apparently now I'm playing 2-player. That's what I meant to do, is restart the whole thing. Holy smackaronis. Don't drink in pinball. It's weird. Or not weird. I guess it's like highly accurate how much my pinball skills deteriorate with the introduction of more and more alcohol. I'm actually gonna let this drain and restart because I don't want to play a 2-player game. And then we're gonna play one last game. And my extremes from Pin Stadium. Yeah, right. Oh, man, it happens a lot, you know? I've got extremes coming from Pin Stadium. They're scheduled to arrive Thursday. So those will help stream my other games that I do not have pre-fitted with Pin Stadiums. You know, I really like the Pin Stadium product. I'm not trying to shill for them or anything, but I tried to build my own, and it's doable. And it's not that hard, but it ended up costing me maybe about $100 to $150, somewhere between that, in parts. doesn't obviously include my labor. And honestly, my finished product is not as good. It's kind of wonky. So, even though all that to say is, even though I think pin stadiums are crazy expensive for what they are, and I think a new in-box game should come with appropriate lighting. Stadiums are probably well priced. They're probably just above. Good lord! Nothing that I want to happen is happening. I would say pin stadiums are probably just above what they're worth in labor and in parts, which is what you charge. And they do make your game look amazing. Yeah, I would agree. I don't have Elvira, obviously, but my Metallica. Well, and Metallica comes with Jason, pay attention. Shoot the caster now. Metallica comes with spotlights. Oh, fuck, I did that. I can't end on 4 million points. Or 2 players. Yeah, Metallica looks great. I have it turned up. Oh, it is on. I would also argue that my AC/DC doesn't need it. Which you also can kind of see back there. Both of those games are well lit. But my Jurassic Park, I have a picture somewhere in my album of my Jurassic Park when I first got it. And I didn't have any lighting on anything. And it looked so much darker than every other game. Like, it looked like it was off compared to the others. So that was why I bought the first set. That's the first set I ever bought was for Jurassic Park. I thought it was so dark. I was disappointed. And then I bought... And then I bought another pair when I bought my Alice Cooper. Because Alice Cooper is also dark. Ugh, I didn't deserve that. I missed both those ramps so many times. Yeah. And that's what's cool about the extremes, is that they go on the outside of the game. So, you know, and they're not permanent, and they just kind of like lay on the strip here. I think the magnet goes here. Well, I think. I've never actually seen a pair live, but I'm excited to see it. And then the other thought is, oh, I forgot I was playing 2-player. And now I'm playing fucking 3-player. My other thought is when our next league starts here, then I can stream League Night. And you might not... I might not do like a player camera, just to like for people's privacy or whatever who are interested in participating. There we go. Now I can start over. But at least like a playfield cam, a score cam, and maybe like just something general like of the bar itself, because it's pretty cool just because there's 25 or 30 machines there. So just like something that you could post up and just see everybody just during league night. Maybe no like commentary, just because I would be playing too, but so that's what I was thinking about.
Well, let's see what we
exactly. Yeah, so I have a Sony Handycam, which is my playfield cam above me, or above the playfield. And then I have two Logitechs. This one is a 930, and then the I can't believe I missed it. And then a 920, I think. Oh, that was maybe the other reason I tried Streamlabs OBS. Is that I was running two similar Sony, or not Sony, Logitech 920s or 922s. I had two of them trying to run, and OBS was just confused. Well, honestly, I think my whole computer was confused. I don't know if it was OBS's fault when running multiple webcams of the same name. Yep, I'm running Snowball. Yep. Yeah. I had a different microphone, but it was picking up way too much of the game, and you couldn't hear me at all. Unfortunately, Twitch erased, like, I don't know. I started to stream for a minute, and then I was having mic issues. Or not issues. I gotta turn that ball save up because I'm being terrible. But yeah, there was issues just with, you couldn't hear me. And so I stopped streaming for a while. And I tried like some different solutions. And like, I had like a lapel mic. That didn't work. And then someone recommended the Snowball. And that's fixed all the problems. Alright, I'm not. Ball 3 already? It really is. I mean, what did it cost? Like $30? Like, and it's amazing. It sounds great. I don't know. I've got everything mounted. Like my idea. So again, my idea for streaming has always been to stream from Stream League. I just figured it'd be so much fun to watch people better than me playing. So anyway, my setup is very mobile. I have all my cameras and my mics on one mic stand, and then everything runs off of a laptop. So really, I could anywhere that has a moderately decent Wi-Fi connection, I can stream from. Oh! I didn't. That was terrible. Now, having said all that, I've never done it. I said I could. Didn't say I had. Oh my fucking god. Every game at that outlane. I lied. I'm gonna play one more. Even though that was better than like the last 10 games combined, I feel like I should get an extra ball. That's the goal for this game. That's the goal in general. There's no sleep till Brooklyn. Extra ball in. Told you I was a big hip hop fan. It's quite obvious by my rap skills. Sneak into the catapult there. You know what's funny is I never actually knew that this thing was supposed to be a catapult. Like, all my years playing this game and knowing that that was the catapult shot, but not like putting 2 and 2 together of the mech being a catapult. I don't know why it's weird. It's like a cup and a little, like a catapult. And I've never, like, I think I just noticed that like a few weeks ago. Or no, it was when I was looking for at the mod, because there's like a mod couple like catapult thing. And I was like, oh yeah, that thing's a fucking catapult. It's not just the catapult shot. Yeah, I would show you guys a picture. Or I'd be happy to show you a picture of my setup. I'm really happy with the way things are right now. I'd say my one issue is that I seem to be dropping a high number of frames, but I actually blame that on my service provider more than anything. Which is a bummer because my service provider is pretty awesome. I have Ting. Oh, I got stuck up there. I have Ting, which is gigabit internet, and it provides those speeds. However, the ping time is super long. It's like 88 milliseconds. The last time I did my speed test, and so I'm not sure why my ping is so low, or high. I'm sorry, or long, whatever. Whatever value you want to place upon it. Shitty. How about that? Why is it so shitty? It's 88 milliseconds. Whereas on Comcast, I was getting a quarter of the download speed. And, Jesus, like, again, no balls. And I was getting like a quarter of the download speed and like 15 megabits per second up, but my ping time was like 8 milliseconds. And now my up and down is like a gigabit each. But my ping time is 90 milliseconds, 10 times higher, a lot more. Shittier. I'm just going on the shitty scale. I don't understand enough more to use anything other than that. Distance, is it longer? Is it worse? Is it better? Is it shorter? It's just shittier. That's how you know the game's offset, or there's something missing. It's when you chop up real nice and the ball just drops along your flipper and then drains. I said I was going to play until I got an extra ball. As far as I remember, no extra ball was attained in the last game. Of course, now we're running into the place where we're a little drunk. A little tired. That's alright. Comcast gigabit. I don't know if Comcast provided gigabit. I know there's like some CenturyLink gigabit in Denver. My Comcast service was good. I didn't really have any complaints there, other than just it being Comcast. But, you know, I didn't have any. My service was always good. Always works. And so far, Ting has also been on all the time. My only complaint there is the ping time, which has been consistently poor from the beginning. And I think it just has something to do with their network. I'm medicated too. Starting to go just, you know, and that's the thing about these games. That's why they're so good. The good games, right? The reason they're good is because you're like, I'm feeling comfortable, right? I'm making these shots. I make this ramp. I make that ramp. Whatever. Then you get that ball flying, and you're like, oh, I'm good. And then the ball's going so fast and you're dead. I don't. I feel like most of the time when I do repairs, I'm trying to teach myself. So I don't feel like I'm in any position whatsoever to teach anyone how to fix a pinball machine. Most of the time it's, I am also trying to learn as I go, you know? That being said, I can fix basically anything I can fix anything on a pinball machine. So long as, caveat, we're not talking like, you know, redoing boards or I am not getting that extra ball. Like, so long as we're not talking about like redoing boards and that kind of thing. Like, that's above my head. Oh yeah. I mean, I maybe I should. I don't know. Part of my thing is like I never knew anyone cared. You know, I don't know when you love something that's such a niche thing, like pinball or anything. Extra ball. Up until 15, 20 years ago, right? You were a nerd, right? You were a pinball nerd, and there was no one to talk to about it. Maybe if you had one friend who was also into pinball. And now you can do this. You can set all this shit up, and I can talk to people anywhere about pinball. Because like my kids, they don't give a shit. My son loves to play pinball, but doesn't care. My wife doesn't care. Dude, I don't know what yeah. I don't know if I'm talking a lot and I'm just missing the extra ball time, or the ball save, or if there is no ball save. But anyway, it's nice. That one of the reasons I like the stream is just to talk to folks too. With that being said, too, I do a lot of things to my games. Maybe I should have streamed what I did to my Deadpool game. So I have a Deadpool Pro as well, which I don't know, maybe I shouldn't buy Pros. I buy Pros like on Craigslist because they're so relatively inexpensive on the secondhand market. Talking about a $6,000 pinball machine that you can get for $4,500, and then when you're done with it, you can flip it for $4,500. But they're missing something. They're missing a lot. I love the toys, and I love the lights, and I love all the stuff. So anyway, I took my Deadpool and I added all of that stuff. I added the disco ball, and I added the the characters. I took out the plastic ones, the plastic stand-ups, and replaced them all with 3D characters. Maybe I should have done that too. But yeah, I really enjoyed. Hopefully, most nights aren't as poor as this one playing wise. Oh, we had a couple games over like 80 million, so it wasn't horrible. But yeah, my New Year's thing is to keep playing these games online and maybe hopefully play better than tonight. Tell you what, too, I'm looking at my shooter rod or my shooter rail here. If you're ever thinking about games too and quality and longevity, there is absolutely no damage to my shooter rail here. I'm just looking at it. I just happened to look down. I mean, there's barely any woodwear here. There's definitely no denting. And I was disappointed because I was looking at my Metallica, which is only about the same age as this game, about a year old. And it's got a big dent in there. So, I don't know. CGC play wood is maybe a little harder. I would also say this game is nearing 2.5 years old, and there are some divots in it, but compared to like my Batman, or even any of my Stearns, the divoting is. I mean, you really have to look for it. Versus I can just look at my Jurassic Park and see the divots, and Batman is probably the worst game. So if you're ever thinking about CGC, they're quality product. They still use the good handle for the lock bar. They don't use the little clips like Stern. Switches under the cabinet. As far as I used to have the Monster Bash remake, that GI, the RGB GI that they have on that game that switches with each mode, where like the Mummy is orange and each mode has a different color. Amazing. I can't wait to install that in this game. CGC is quality stuff. I highly recommend them. So, all right. Well, I think I've exhausted my poor pinball playing for this evening, and so I think next time, hopefully, so tomorrow's Wednesday. Thursday, I should have the Extremes. I think my next game might be Deadpool, but I'm gonna stream, and I'll kind of show off some of the stuff I did in there. But I have a little voting thing, so if you want to vote on one of the different games, if you want something other than Deadpool next, feel free. I did install my .97 code in Jurassic Park. I played that today. It's very cool. It's very different to going from .96 to .97. I know the numbering is arbitrary, but the new Jurassic Park code actually added quite a bit. If you're ever interested, you can read the README for free on Stern. But if you read that README, you'll see a lot of differences. A lot of differences are in the animatronic head of the T-Rex, so it like chomps a lot more and moves a lot more. It holds the bar more. AC/DC, I'm happy to play. It's my favorite game. Or not, that's not true. I love AC/DC though. But yeah, cool. Well, if you voted AC/DC, man, AC/DC it is. So maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. Friday, I'm actually playing pinball at my friend Bridges' house, who has like an amazing collection. So it won't be Friday, but maybe Thursday. So, all right, man. It was good talking to you. I appreciate you checking in, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.